We all know that our summer weather is one of our best kept secrets around here, and it's because we get a whole lot of that. The blue sky sure is nice, but have you ever stopped to wonder why it's blue to begin with? That's what I'm answering in this week's Heather's Weather Wise. When you look at a picture of Earth from hundreds of miles away, it's surrounded by the blackness of space. But when you're here on Earth looking out towards space, the sky looks bright blue, or in this case, white and blue because of the clouds. So what's the difference between being out there and down here? The atmosphere. It's made up of, get this, 100 tredecillion gas molecules. That's a 1 followed by 44 zeros. Gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen are vital to life, but they can do some pretty cool tricks with light too. If you look towards the sun, you may notice that all of the light coming from it appears white. That's because we're actually seeing all of the colors on the Roy G. Biv scale at once. Each of those colors takes up a different space on the visible light spectrum, and each color radiates at a different wavelength. Red light radiates at a very long wavelength, but blue light has a very short wavelength. All of those different wavelengths get scattered by different amounts by all of those particles in the atmosphere. Our eyes see whatever gets scattered most. That's why my jacket looks red and why the sky looks blue. That scattering gets amplified even more at sunset. That's because most of the sun's visible light is directed through the thickest possible layer of atmosphere. The blue light gets scattered even more, and that gives the longer wavelength reds and oranges an open lane right to our eyes. And have you ever noticed how the sunsets in summer appear even more red? You can thank all of the extra water vapor in the atmosphere that we feel as humidity. All of those water particles maximize the blue light scattering, and the sunset is nice and vibrantly red. So the next time you're admiring one of those sunsets, or perhaps looking at the nice bright blue sky, you can thank the 100 tredecillion gas particles in our atmosphere. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Heather's Weather Wise. I'll see you next week with a new topic, but until then, remember, it's good to be a geek.